Take two for anybody in the engineering booth that's listening to this right now and trying to determine, which one should I do? Probably not the one that was like 30 seconds of chaos.
Or they would be like, only 30 seconds, so it's so easy to edit.
Yeah, compared to all the chaos usually. And welcome Facebook Live. Sorry about the false start. We were having some technical issues. And just so you know, we do appreciate you commenting. Please continue to comment. But the phone is completely across the other side of the table. We're actually doing this on Anna's phone. So we can't read the comments. We can't see it until after the show. But that shouldn't, so if you're like, hey, you're upside down, or hey, that mic's not working.
Oh, shit.
Then there's we can't possibly see it. But we do appreciate your enthusiasm and, keep participating, and it pays off because randomly, Anna selects some comment and says, you know what, send them a piece of jewelry.
Send them some stuff. And here's the funny thing. This is literally the amount of resources we have. So this is as good as it's going to get.
It's true. It's our phone. It's a good soundboard. It's good mics. It's a nice little space and everything.
We've been promised that fancy camera.
That camera. 13. This is episode 13 of Anna on the Rocks.
We still
with a
don't
twist.
have the camera.
Like episode 1, they were like, yeah, come on in. We're going to have a camera really soon. But,
I went on Amazon. It's $83.
Well, I'm hoping they get a nicer camera than the $83 version.
I'll be happy with the 83. You know what? Public message announcement.
Yeah.
I would be happy to go fund me for $83 so somebody could get Pod Popular. Pod Popular?
So I like it. You've made it into an adjective. Pod popular. If you want to get pod popular is the place to go.
Exactly.
Pod popular will make you pod popular. Which we should stop advertising them. This is Anna on the Rocks with a twist, episode 13. Lucky, unlucky, we'll see. It's all kind of up in the air. And sponsored by Anna Zuckerman Everyday Luxury. Specifically, Anna Zuckerman, who's right here joining me in the studio. And I am so kind of stoked for this episode. We have a chair open for the Prophet Elijah, if he happens to join us today. There might be a guest or might not. We'll see. But
I'm so curious who that is because I have never in an entire year has met anybody that Jim actually knows, and it's a real human.
A lie.
Absolutely
that's a lie.
not.
That's absolutely
you keep
a lie.
referring to the fact that you have friends.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Well, you'll eat those words or
Prophet Elijah.
Something. Yeah.
Is with us in spirit.
That's it. That's what we count on. I have things for what national day this is. I have jingles. You had thrown out the gauntlet about you want a jingle for your brand.
Yeah, because there's going to be a cash bonus for somebody who's going to give us a perfect jingle.
Which wanted to mention, by the way, because mine are not going to be the perfect jingle. I'm right off the bat. I'm just setting kind of the baseline. So anybody who wants to go ahead and submit a jingle can reach out to jim@annazuckerman.com and make the subject jingle. And we'll go ahead
and win a cash prize.
And win a cash prize.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell them how much, but it's a substantial amount.
Yeah, and we'll give it when we have the camera for the podcast.
I'm also not saying whether or not this will be in U.S. dollars.
Okay, fair.
Cash is cash.
Fair.
Could be monopoly money.
Well, that's not cash then.
What kind of
if it's foreign currency, that would be like the dinar. The dinar is actually the most stable currency in the world. Did you know that?
Yeah, I actually have some pieces of 8.
By the way, we're drinking saltless margaritas, and cheers to episode 13.
Because we got in trouble.
Made by Amazon because the salt went everywhere last week, and so as much as we complain about no camera, they're like, oh, if we had a camera here, it'd have salt all in it.
You know what's so weird? It was all over my dashboard.
The salt?
Yeah, and then I looked in the mirror, it was all over my face.
Yeah, it was like glitter at a strip club. It's just,
I was referring to,
all of a sudden everything.
I was referring to something completely different.
I have some comedy that I performed last night for the first time, and there's maybe some merit to some of the things.
But you've never done comedy before?
Why? You
said for the first time you performed
There's
comedy.
material that I did for the first time.
That's what that
It's
means.
first time material, and
right.
it made me chuckle. I mean, maybe not the audience, but
anybody else chuckle?
I'm not there for them. I'm really just there for myself. What do you want to start with? And you have some things. I was surprised. I came in very prepared because I know you've been very busy.
I usually write as I drive the car. So like every time I stop at a street light, right here. So, and then I hit Starbucks, so I was able to come.
Like physically, did you drive into the Starbucks building? Because
I hit the Starbucks. No, the Starbucks happens to be right next door to Anna Zuckerman luxury flagship location. So this is another reason to come see us in Meisner Park.
It's true. Stop and get a latte.
Boca. Yeah, I will buy you a latte. I actually, when we're going to be, let's talk about everything, but then I had an interesting idea for business. So if we have time, I want to run this by you guys and see what you think from a consumer standpoint. But you know what? Last time we talked about a perfect jingle, and I wrote a few, and then I got a phone call, right in the middle of the night from this woman named Haley. It's strange that, this woman named Haley keeps calling us at 2 in the morning.
Such a mystery.
Yeah, exactly. And so she's got a little jingle that we recorded here as well. So why don't you start? Because you're
how
funnier.
many do you have? How many jingles do you have?
I have 2 pages, and each page goes with 1, 2, 6, 3. And the other one has the same thing, but the content is different.
Oh, that makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah.
So thank you for explaining it in such a manner that we could all understand.
I can do one.
Yeah, do one.
Okay.
And then I'll do one.
So it's still like a rough draft. Is that how you say it?
Of course.
It's not
this is all,
yet.
none of this is polished.
Because I feel like it needs music.
Sure. Yeah. No, this all needs music.
A piano.
We apologize
or a harp.
for the crudity of what we're about to present to you.
Harp would be good.
Xylophone.
Yeah, or balalaika.
Yeah.
So, okay. How about this one?
Yeah.
But before, let me set the stage. Okay?
Norton!
Let me set the stage. So, this is South Florida, right? And so a lot of women, and I hate to stereotype, right?
Sure.
But let's be realistic. Is it more comfortable to date somebody with money?
You realize you can't explain your jingle before you play the jingle to anybody else. Okay, you're setting a stage, but you can't do that when you actually have the jingle out there. The jingle's got to stand on its own.
It will, because maybe I'm explaining it to you.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Would you? I feel that a lot of men like the status of a sugar daddy, right? Like it's a popular.
Would like to be a sugar daddy.
Not necessarily
because there's a portion of men that want a sugar daddy.
Exactly. Yes.
So
it's kind of a status. I'm I got these several girlfriends I have, but sometimes it's expensive, almost cost prohibitive to be a sugar daddy if there's more than one woman, right?
Yeah.
This is where
it ain't cheap to be a sugar daddy.
No.
Yeah, especially in this economy.
Then you become a splendid daddy. It's like
that was cute.
You got the same taste, but there's really no
Anna
content.
Zuckerman luxury for splendid daddies.
Exactly.
All
so here is for you sugar daddies out there.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Maddie, Sadie, Addie, Betty, even fat-ass girl named Patty, all in search of sugar daddy. But if you purchase AZL consistently, you will become a sugar daddy instantly. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that? That saves you money.
Sure.
So I kind of got to rewrite that a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But then
consistently is a strange word for a.
Well, if you become like you come in and you're one of those people that hi John.
Yeah.
Who are you dating
today?
Exactly. And then you get
just buys in bulk.
Yeah, your point system. How you get at Einstein Bagels? They just click,
punch a card.
Yeah. Punch card. Yeah. Exactly. For example, Betty's or fatty girl named Patty. That could be free. Because you already spent,
so much on the others.
Exactly. But realistically, it really isn't that much. So it's almost like having your cake.
Was that Haley's?
And no, that was mine.
Oh, that was yours. Okay. You want to do Haley's?
Well, it's not really Haley's all about size. So she calls me At 2 a.m, she goes, Anna Zuckerman luxury, where size matters. I kind of get it. It's a little PG, but you know what? Yeah, I would want to blame that.
It was the entire Godzilla marketing campaign in the 1999.
I didn't know
thing.
that. Was
Size
it really?
matters. Yeah, there was huge billboards over, like, this is the size of his foot, and it was over like buildings in Manhattan. Wow. And his tail would be on a bus and things like that. Size matters, So, but it's okay. It's in the running. That's what we're going to say. These are mine. By the way, as soon as you said, I'm not good with jingles. What I'm good with is parody songs. Like you were talking about Weird Al before.
Oh yeah, love them.
Yeah. So and I'll just do one, and I'll do my least favorite. I'll start with the first one I did, which is probably my least favorite. Are you familiar with the Paul Simon song "Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes"?
That's my favorite song.
Really, your favorite song?
Oh my God!
Right.
Of course.
Okay. You ready? This is gonna be awful.
Ready as it gets.
You're not rich, but you don't need to show it. Lab cut diamonds will get you through. Sterling silver in case you're allergic. Nothing allergic and less money too. It's from Anna Zuckerman. She's got everyday luxury for you. Mana. We said Anna Zuckerman. She's got everyday luxury for you. Mana. Everyday luxury for you. Mana. Everyday luxury for you.
I feel like the Oscar goes to Jim Frederick. You know what?
You'll have to pay for
I'll
the
bring
rights
Leonard
to
with the guitar thing.
If you actually use that for anything, you'll have to pay for that. But for the rights to actually use
that was grand.
Yeah, so that's number one. That's my least favorite.
Give it up. I love it. So much better than Haley, where size matters.
Okay,
Sorry,
that's not crap on
Haley.
Haley.
I love it. I love it. What do you guys think? Can I have some thumbs up? Just comment. I mean, I don't accept thumbs down. So up. Yeah, look at them. 18 people right now, and there's 4 people outside.
Can I say we had the highest viewership of any episode last week so far? Like it's killing everything, and I don't know if it's the 420 stuff, but we're gonna have to talk more about weed today. Just to keep that going. Do you want to do something else, or do you have another jingle you want to try? Because we got more.
Well, there's a few. I mean, there's a little PG, and they wanted us to turn it up a little. So, but I couldn't. Like this one is specific to South Florida. You could still look like a model and have money left for a kitchen remodel.
Ah, okay, all right.
Kind of good. Yeah. Because, I've been in the jewelry industry for 26 years, and a woman is shopping always, she's got to call her husband, and which is wonderful, husbands, because your opinion really matters. It's not like we can't control our fucking finances ourselves, but it looks good.
Well, everybody should control their finances themselves, but also it's a partnership, and you want to get everyone's feedback and make sure that everyone's on the same page.
But nobody's going to call their husband for $199 ring.
No, they don't have to. Let's put it that
the husbands will be like, buy 10 of them.
They can pay it with their dog track money.
They could.
Their
daily allowance.
Their winnings from the lotto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So there's that one.
Yeah. So next. Ready for summer fling. AZL has got your bling.
Oh, I like that.
So just like little baby ones.
Sure.
I think I'm done.
You think you're done?
I'm done. Well, there'll be more next time. And I want to see
another one?
I want to see what other our viewers.
Well, you can't. We already said that.
We can't see you, but
but please comment because we're going to check afterwards, and we're going to reply to the comments and everything. So
that's my international sign
let you know what
for
you
keyboard.
think. I thought that was your international sign for signing. That was a callback. That was a callback from last week's episode.
Was great. Okay.
All right. So next one, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Oh my God! Another favorite.
Are you familiar?
No, I'm not familiar because it's not like I just got back from Bahamas and did God knows what.
I don't know what the correlation there is at all, but okay. Well, maybe I do. Okay, but that was an LSD reference, wasn't it? Picture yourself with a necklace or bracelet, sparkling so brightly you'll cover your eye. Imagine it's actually a diamond alternative that sells for just $1.99.
Can I just
Anna Zuckerman Everyday Luxury. Anna Zuckerman Everyday Luxury. Anna Zuckerman Everyday Luxury. That was it.
I like the special touch. I like the that. I don't even know which one do you guys like better. Forget mine. Mine completely suck. But this,
I have one more.
This is talent.
I have one more, and it's my favorite. It's my hands down favorite.
Wow.
But maybe you have to be familiar with the song. Have you heard of it?
So far, 2 for 2.
2 for 2. It's a little more modern. Okay, this is Royals. Have you ever heard Royals?
I have, but I'm not familiar with many of their songs.
Maybe no. Royals is the name of the song.
Oh, it is. It's not the band.
It was. Now I'm drawing a blank, and I had it before. Somebody in comments going to mention who. It's a one. It's like Cher, Madonna. It's a one word.
Okay.
But anyhow, I got to be ready.
You
want
to sip of water, gargle a little bit?
Should I? Do you think I should? Has it been too raspy? Has it been too? All right, you ready for Royals?
God, can't wait.
You rarely see a diamond in the flesh. They're reserved for the elites and their origin shady. But you can be proud of your success. With lab-cut jewels, any crowd would envy. When they're all like rings for cocktails, stacking all your bolo statement necklace, getting all the photos, you won't care. They didn't cost you an inheritance. Everybody's like sparkle brilliance, adding to the FOMO, looking like you stepped out of a limo without care. It's not a fortune that you're trying to wear with AZ Everyday Luxury. You don't have to pay tons. Blood diamonds simply ain't for us. Renewable gems help make a fuzz. You'll feel like a royal every day in luxury. And baby, you'll live, not dream, but afford to live. The Anna Zuckerman fantasy.
I'm speechless. This is such good material. Number one, because I'm friends with people in high places.
Sure.
I hope they're not watching because now, because you might get kidnapped and taken to Hollywood, and then what? I'm stuck with Ron.
Oh, poor Ron. Come on. We love Ron.
But this is gold, people. This is gold. This is diamond alternative.
Yeah, it was diamond. That's exactly what that was, because you just got that for $50 and it should cost you $5,000.
This right there. You see, here's the reason why we have gotten where we're at. This is our success. This is why we're at. Where we're at. This is you're going to see us on History Channel.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made history today, so.
Well, I don't know about that. Again, if you like any of that, you just have to pay for the rights for the actual song. And then we can do
I've already cashed out to that one lucky.
You didn't even name the price. You're like, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's everything I have on me.
That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
And my friends.
And I'm hoping to just inspire people. If there's listeners out there who want to chime in, so to speak. It was a little pun. It was a little fun.
Exactly. but it wasn't just that. It's you did it from within, your soul. I mean, you're not always dirty.
No, I'm not. Well, maybe I won't do the comedy from last night. But no. I don't have to always be dirty. No, of course not.
This was.
I enjoy.
The immigrants from India would have fucking loved you.
Lords. Yeah. Lords is the name of the female artist who released Royals. Sorry.
Thank you.
I was getting something out between my teeth. That was oh my God.
At this point, I prefer you over your imaginary friend right now because.
Okay, hold on to that thought, because when that happens, it's going to be talk about going into another level. But
this is tough. This is tough. 5 stars. If I could leave a review, Google review.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of,
if you were Yelping me.
Oh, yeah. So this was a couple of years ago where medical marijuana was not legal yet, and Florida is right.
Before you start this, by the way, keep that thought, because today is National Tell a Story Day.
Oh.
And because of the success of last week, my story was going to center around marijuana. So now this is your story for National Story Day.
Oh, this is good. This is
it. Okay.
But this has only, this is like, look at the phone and see that our favorite viewer, listener,
yeah,
Haley Harrison is calling us right now, but we cannot
we can't answer the phone. It's across
because
the
then
table.
My arms are not that long.
That would everybody would watch her pick up. The camera would just move.
Oh, exactly. Everything. Then they'll see my armpit. And so here's the story, and a true story. And so, I mean, we're like, marijuana is like a normal thing now, it's not like.
I mean, it always has been, but yes,
yeah,
I get what you're saying. Now it's a little more accepted.
Listen, my father takes a gummy before he goes to sleep, and he sleeps like a baby, wakes up every hour and cries. Anyway, so
there's no one who's immune to you.
No, nobody. I mean, I'm a mom. I raised two little fuckers.
Talk to your dad. Talk about your dad.
Anyway, about 5 years ago, right, where it was still kind of a novelty for, older folks, like your parent, maybe their parents' age. So one of our friends, and he lives in New York, and I don't think New York is legalized yet, right? Do we know that?
New York's been turned. I smoked a joint in Times Square, walking to see Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas in 1999. Out in the open, out in the side. New York's been very liberal. They don't really bust unless there's whatever racist reason to bust. But I'm just saying and now it is. Now they have medical marijuana. I think they might actually have recreational. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
very liberal.
Anyway, one of our attorneys calls us and he said, I have a 96-year-old mother who is in so much pain. Shingles. Never had it. Have no idea how it feels. But from
what I understand, it's awful. Yeah.
It's like it's worse than chlamydia. So anyway, so
everyone has their bar. Everyone has their point of comparison.
Here's mine. So I call Leonard and I'm like, I think I have something for her. Like, let's get her stoned. And only because, my mother is a cancer survivor, my father is, and to ease that chemotherapy, that nauseousness that they get, I would always, have them smoke a joint.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it was better than Zofran, all of that anti-nausea medication, because it's natural. So I sent a box of gummies. Right?
Okay.
To Mrs. whatever her name is, because, we're protecting the names of the real people, the innocent.
Names have changed.
And so we didn't really tell her what that was. We just wanted, because otherwise she wouldn't take her. Okay. So we just said, take a gummy before you go to sleep and call me in the morning.
Yeah.
Miraculously.
Yeah.
Okay, this woman was in agony, and I can only understand, because being that old and everything hurts, and it's like she said, it's like somebody is ripping out your organs out. That's the pain.
Yeah.
And so she started taking gummies.
Yeah.
In 1 week.
Yeah.
The shingles went away.
Really?
She felt like a 29-year-old prostitute. Happy. She wanted to go out.
Yeah.
Shingles never came back, coincidentally.
Yeah.
She felt no pain. She was cracking up. She was laughing. Her son went back to New York, and he's like, I couldn't recognize Mom.
Yeah.
I mean, she was stoned as fuck, but she was funny.
Yeah.
So finally, she calls us, and she said, Anna, Leonard, really, guys, whatever you gave me, and I know it's natural, she said, I know that these young people right now, they go on Google and they leave reviews. And what I want to do is I want to go on each one of your businesses, and I want to leave a 5-star review of how this made me feel, right? And she doesn't really know what that is.
Your business being, like, she wants to go to AnnaZuckerman.com and leave a review saying she gave me great shit.
She gave me great drugs, right? Yeah. And it cured shingles, right? So 5-star, go see Anna Zuckerman, because there is more where that came from.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And like, how do you tell her that, like, the shit we gave you was not legal yet? And, like, don't do that.
Well, is it not legal yet?
Well, this was like 6-7 years ago. And
okay,
so thank God she died and she didn't get him. But I but the whole thing was like, she's such a sweet lady. And just to get a review that, like, Anna Zuckerman drugged me into remission.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, Mrs. So-and-so.
Yeah, she's dead, so you certainly shouldn't say her name. Yeah. That story gave me a little insight into why we get along, because you'd be surprised how many anecdotes I end with, but they died, so.
There's nothing funny about that.
It's fine. Coincidentally, my story for National Story Day is about me coming out to my father about being a pot smoker, because my dad grew up in the 40s and 50s. And so I don't know if you're familiar with Reefer Madness.
No.
Reefer Madness was a propaganda film that the government kind of put together.
What year was that?
Like 1950 nothing. Like, and they were basically saying, marijuana leads to jazz and rape. was like the whole that was the underlying
at the same time.
Yeah.
One
First
after
you listen
another?
to jazz and you play a little sax, then you go rape some white girl.
Is that like black jazz or white jazz specifically?
Well, they more than alluded to, I think, that this was a African problem, with the whole. So my dad, not from a racist standpoint, because my dad's the most liberal person I know in terms of just everyone should get along. But he was very anti-drugs, and that was because that had an impact on him, and the hippies had an impact on him. Like my dad felt the hippies were worse than terrorists.
So he's never gone to Woodstock.
No, he was working when Woodstock happened, and that made him bitter. Oh. Like he couldn't go to Vietnam because he was 4F. And
he didn't even go to Vietnam?
No, because he had glasses this thick and he had flat feet or whatever. So he's working in a machine shop while all the hippies are out, having free sex and drugs and love. And
I could see that.
And he's like, screw those, long haired. So this for years, so I'm quite a bit older and married, and we're in my house. My dad's visiting for the holidays, and something comes on the television about Bob Dylan. And that's enough to set my dad off. As soon as Dylan comes out, there's potheads and that drug culture. And I looked at him and I said, Dad, we don't keep a lot of secrets from each other. We've always had a really open relationship, and I'm going to be honest with you. And then I wasn't, because I didn't say, hey, Dad, I'm a chronic weed smoker. But I said, when I'm out with friends and someone's passing a joint around, I will partake.
Of course.
And I said, it's no different than your cocktail hours that you guys had when you were, in your heyday. And it's actually a lot better for you in the long run, because, weed is better for you than alcohol. And my dad says, well, Jim, I'm not going to say that I'm not disappointed or concerned, because I always read about how it's a gateway drug and it can lead to other problems. And I said, Dad, I'm 42 years old. If I haven't shot up heroin by now, I think I'm past the point of it being a danger. This is my inebriant of choice, and this is, whatever. All right. A year later.
Please tell me you got him stoned.
No, unfortunately no. Oh. But it's kind of better than that. Yeah. It's kind of better than that. A year later, same scenario. Dad's visiting for the holidays. He and I are just sitting down watching TV. Something comes up about weed. And my dad looks at me and goes, I read where marijuana was the #1 agricultural crop in Kentucky last year. And he said it with an air of, by God, my son is on the ground floor. He knows what he's talking about.
Right.
And it wasn't long after that it came up on the ballot. And my dad voted for the legalization of marijuana in the state of Florida. Wow, something he would have never done. Steps. He would have never done if we had not had that conversation.
Is your dad single?
No. He's married to my stepmom, and which is his second marriage, because my mom was a maniac, lunatic, and he's been married longer than the marriage to my mother. So, mazel tov.
If I ever meet him, can I slip him a Molly?
No, you can't.
I'll try.
Because
anyway.
I know I love my dad, and he's very kind of. My dad's an old, tough guy, German. I don't need painkiller. I'll go to the dentist and not take Novocaine.
I get the guy. Look at my stomach.
And he won't. But you'll do something for your stomach.
No,
She has 3rd-degree sunburn on her stomach.
Feels good.
By the way,
feels good.
Like
the Russian.
All right, so those were our stories.
They're great stories.
I do want to say May 1st, this coming Sunday, we're going to be at the Barks and Brunch at the Addison in Boca Raton. It's a fundraiser.
For those people who don't know what that means, because I always, I tell my friends, my husband keeps barking at me. It's totally different thing.
I hope so. I don't want to be manning the booth if Larry's going to come and just bark at you while we're watching people eat a brunch that I can't possibly afford.
Are they not feeding us?
I doubt it.
I am going to get delivery dudes bring us the best sushi from wherever. Sure. Sushi-san, my favorite.
Yeah, Sushi-san's great.
And let those fuckers be jealous, because it's going to be much better than the super salad and their chicken or fish.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not shit on the Addison before we go.
Oh, no, let's not. And we'll love animals.
We are going to, let me say, this is so successful. They've had so many reservations that they've had to take tables away from the vendors to be able to accommodate. Well, no, nobody's giving it to us back. But so we're having one table, but we'll have a lot of things. This is, we're already over 30 minutes. I've got more. Do you have more?
I've got more for extra credit. Can I have like a quick 30 seconds?
Okay. Do it.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? Twitter. Never been a part of it. Have no idea how that works. Right. Yeah. So I started researching it. Right. Why is that a big deal? And why is it so expensive? Yeah. Well, number one, it's not that they're established in 2006. I still don't know who owns it. Right.
Elon Musk owns it now. No, it's like a surfer weirdo that he's like multi-billionaire, and he walks around looking like Waldo or whatever. He was. Yeah, I just saw a picture of him recently. I'm like, holy crap! I don't think Elon Musk might be worse.
But here's the fun. It's like for kids like my son's age 14, and our former president. Yes. And I mean, look at the
entirely built for Trump.
I would be the person in between. So I just went on Twitter just to see what's been trending. And here's a couple of tweets, and it's not that funny to me, but like my son was cracking up. Yeah. So all right, here's one. Bartender. And, here, got to set the stage. There's a cat in the bar. Bartender, what will you have? Cat. Oh, a shot of rum. Bartender pours it. Cat slowly pushes it over on the floor.
Sure.
Cat. Another one, please.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be funny.
Here's
cute.
Another one.
It's cute. I have two more. Super cute.
Yeah. Super cute.
All right. Me to the husband. Honey, it's really muggy out today. Wife. So if I go outside, all of our mugs are right there on the front lawn. If that happens, I'm leaving you. Me sips coffee from a bowl. Why is that funny? Not funny at all. The most retweeted tweet I have
seen. It's funny because she's sipping coffee from a bowl, so obviously the mug is out on the front yard. He was being ridiculous, but she's hoping it's true. Go ahead.
Here's the favorite one, because you're going to relate to it because you're gay. Sometimes.
Well, I don't know why.
No, you're not. I just because you're pretty.
Okay.
And I love gay people because they pick out my clothes. But not today. I picked out my own clothes. Son.
It's ironic because I actually put that shirt together. I actually ordered that shirt for you.
Love it. Yeah. Son. Mom, Dad, I'm gay. Mom. Staring at Dad. Dad just clenches his fists. Mom, just don't. Dad sweats profusely. Mom says nothing. Dad. Hi, gay. I'm Dad. I thought it was cute.
I like the other ones better.
Yeah, but this was retweeted 237,000 times. So I don't know.
Okay.
This is funny.
Well, now I've got material.
All right, quick.
That people can retweet.
Retweet.
If you have
first, you got to retweet.
If you have a Twitter account, then after you retreat from the program, then you can go ahead and feel free to take any of this and put it on there. You yourself start a Twitter account. You can put this on there. Ted Cruz claims that Disney protesting "Don't Say Gay" is a slippery slope that ends with Mickey and Pluto, quote, doing it. Right? That's an actual projection by Ted Cruz, which only proves Ted Cruz is fucking goofy.
Oh, he's a
which is a punchline I stole from a good friend, but he stole it from a bar joke, so he might be grumpy, but that makes me happy.
Aww.
Johnny Depp has testified that Amber Heard shit in their bed after he broke up with her, which has nothing to do with "Don't Say Gay," but it has everything to do with proving Amber Heard is also fucking goofy.
She's so fucking goofy. That's true. That I like. True story.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has testified she doesn't remember trying to start a violent insurrection after basically calling liberals pussies that are bullying us into socialism for over a year. I'm not going to insult Goofy.
And all of that from the person who's just obsessing with every Disney character and what's the one?
Am I obsessing
Universal?
with every Disney character?
You're always like you're at. I don't even know how old you are. Like what? You're older than me.
Your
you're 40,
definition of obsession might be a little.
You're like you're all amusement
hyperbolic.
parks, which is great.
I love amusement. I love roller coasters mostly. I love the thrill of.
You know what? From the very first payout, I'm installing a roller coaster in our in our meeting room.
Okay, excellent. I can't wait. All right, so I'm gonna finish with this.
Go ahead. I'm all eyes and ears.
What people, mostly guys, need to understand is that both sexuality and gender are spectrums. There are extremes and averages, but no one is an absolute anything. As a man, if you've ever longed to personally experience the miracle of childbirth or feeding a newborn from your own bosom, there might be a tiny part of you that's trans. I believe in the thought so much that I'm now introducing a new character into my act. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, Jeff Transworthy.
All right.
If you paint your toenails but only wear work boots in public, you might be a little trans.
That's true.
If you've ever thought, you know who I want to be? Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. You might be a little trans.
A little.
It works for women too. Ladies, if you've ever wanted equal pay for equal work, you might be a little trans.
Yes. Yes. I've always thought I was a boy.
If you keep looking for the right jeans when your ass is too flat to be saved, you might be a little trans. And you know what, ladies? If you ever thought, you know who I'd like to sleep with? Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
You might be a little trans.
You might be a little trans. That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in.
You see how we finish each other's sentences?
See? It works so well.
Synergy.
Yeah.
Synergy, my friends.
It's like 30 Rock. It's like,
all right.
I
am Jim Frederick. This is
I'm
Anna Zuckerman.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Tune
Stop back
in
and
next
see us
week.
again, please.
And once again, they can find us on... What's the bullshit station?
If you'd like to go ahead and listen to this as a podcast, you can listen to it on iHeartRadio and Spotify and Audible. If you'd like to see it as a video, which got like some images and stuff, it's going to spice it up and hopefully make it a little funnier, then check us out on our YouTube channel. Keep coming back to our Facebook Lives. Check out AnnaZuckerman.com. Go to Anna Zuckerman Luxury and Meisner. Fake it till you make it. Thanks.
And Happy Mother's Day. That's like coming up.
Is that
coming up? We're going to do a
You're the
lot
mother. I'll
in
take
the
your
next
word
week.
for it. Bye, everybody.
Bye.